asked me to caddy for him, and I had no idea how good he was. And after Riv, we missed a cut, unfortunately. I said, dude, you are elite, and you deserve this. All the hard work, and I'm so proud of you, man. And happy to be on your bag.
Cheers.
Cheers, Cheers guys.
You're the definition of mentally tough, and I'm so proud of you right now.
Yeah, awesome. Your first win, let's go.
And always so great to be back at Bay Hill, where the spirit of Arnold Palmer remains as strong as ever. The field bracing again for what will be a most challenging week again at Bay Hill, just the way the King loved it.
We're working on the setup for the week. Right now, determining hole locations. With the forecast we have, we're really trying to find the best spots for Friday and Saturday where we really have a significant wind, gusting over 30 miles an hour.
Arnie wants this place to play tough. He doesn't want it to play easy.
There's danger lurking everywhere. The unique thing that this golf course has is how firm and fast the greens get as the week goes on. They're already pretty spicy out there.
Outside the 4 majors last year, Bay Hill played the hardest.
43 of the top 50 in the world here. This is the best, deepest field they've ever had.
You look at people who've had great success here, Tiger, Rory.
Tiger Woods has got win number 8 at Bay Hill. What a finish for McIlroy!
I just need to keep my head down and keep playing well.
I know exactly what it feels like when you have a lead, and I know how I'm feeling on those shots.
Scotty Scheffler with another quick win. Oh, wow! I think that's a 2-putt.
When you're firing on all cylinders, can anyone beat you in your mind?
No.
You get the feeling that the King is smiling from up above.
Morning. Morning. Hello, friends. How we doing?
Oh no, not this hairdo. God.
The top players in the world have gathered at Arnold Palmer's Bay Hill Club and Lodge, even more in the spotlight as a designated event.
Thank you. Appreciate it.
Spirits were high as the best players in the world took advantage of good scoring conditions in the opening round.
A 4 under 68 for Scheffler.
I appreciate the fact that this golf course is very challenging, and I feel like it's a place where I can just try and hang in there.
Rahm for birdie. He's so confident in every part of his game right now.
Go through the round and just see plenty of mistakes. Let's say I minimized the mistakes and converted a couple situations into really good scores.
He is in the driver's seat again at 7 under.
While Jon Rahm took the early lead in the first round, the last tee time of the day was a homecoming.
You gonna shoot 59? I'm gonna try.
From Delray Beach, Florida, please welcome Eric Cole.
Good stroke there. So Eric Cole looks like he still has it for the 2nd week in a row.
My name is Laura Baugh. I'm Eric Cole's mom.
Stephanie Williams, Eric Cole's fiance as of a month or so ago.
Whew, that had a lot of check on that green. Must be really hard. Good shot.
Another solid one there. Gets back to even par.
Eric Cole has Addison's, type 1 diabetes, and a compromised thyroid. You know, when you see someone that has played for 10 years, you say, why did it take him 10 years? Well, he's dealing with some issues.
Eric's routine with his short game is some of the best I've ever seen.
I give him positive thoughts, but he's done this all on his own.
Just excited today to be out here watching him. So proud of him, especially because he grew up playing here.
Cole arrived to familiar grounds riding the high of a runner-up finish at the Honda Classic just a few days prior.
What a putt. 34-year-old rookie Eric Cole climbs on top of the leaderboard.
The second most nervous person watching is Sam Saunders. Sam, nice enough to join us from his home in Colorado.
I met Eric in the 9th grade, and we hit it off and have just been best friends since then. It's just so awesome to see Eric. This has been a long time coming for him.
We're going to see him at Bay Hill. Sam, he's got a special exemption into the tournament that your grandfather loves so much.
We'd like to welcome Eric Cole into the interview room.
Doing a press conference is something I've never really done before, so it's one of those things where if you play really good golf, this is kind of the stuff that comes with it, and I like playing really good golf, so I like this stuff too. I was lucky enough to start practicing and playing out of here when I was probably 14-ish. It was a great place to grow up, and met Sam and played a ton of rounds with him around here, and I caddied for him in this tournament maybe twice. Down the hill for Bert. Oh yeah. It's a special place to me.
I think they just modernized it. It looks like a little bit nicer.
Yeah, see it exactly like it was.
A lot of the same stuff on the walls.
Yeah, same chairs that you and I used to sit in right here and get yelled at for not winning every tournament we played in by my granddad here. Do you remember the first time we met?
I do. Yep, and we went and played, right?
Yeah, and what did you think of me at that point? Because I know what I thought of you.
I didn't really know you, but everyone was like, oh, you're really good, and he's this great player, and I was like, well, all right, I'd like to see how good he is, and
I didn't think there was any chance there was somebody that could beat me at golf at that point.
Yeah, I think there was definitely a mutual respect after that.
Yeah, I
that
didn't mind you. I was
holes.
like, all right, he's legitimately good. And what was worse is you were like the size of my leg at that point, and you still were just an absolute stud.
While Sam and Eric have admiration for each other's game, they learned the most valuable lessons from the king himself.
He would just absolutely roast us if we would go play in whatever mini tour event it was, and you know, we finished 3rd or 4th, and that was just not okay, which is great. That's how it should be. Like, you should win, you know? The cool thing about Eric and I is we never sat here in these chairs and thought, wow, we're sitting across from Arnold Palmer. Like, he was, especially when we were in our early 20s and we were living together and out here practicing every day, he was like a buddy. Look at the loft of this 2-iron and then look at the loft of the driver and just think about modern equipment. I mean, that's like a 4-iron.
Yeah, it is. It's got a ton of loft.
Yeah.
And he took such great care, making sure everyone felt like he noticed them. That's something that I always noticed. And that was something that really stuck with me. Like, man, if I ever do anything in golf or in life, I want my interactions to kind of make people feel the way he made them feel.
I think one of the coolest things now at the club, since we redid the locker room, are club championships.
Yeah.
Right next to each other on the wall downstairs.
Yeah, we're gonna have to go look at it to know exactly what happened.
And hopefully we're gonna be on like major championship trophies together, but if nothing else, we got the wall in the locker room at Bay Hill.
Yeah, that's right.
That's kind of cool. This is the year where both of us played. Okay. I had a good year. 06, I peaked. I peaked at golf at 06. Yeah, literally the best I've ever played in my life.
It's pretty cool to have it on the wall.
It is cool though. I love that. Back-to-back years right there. We're good. We're doing
We just need to move our names from this wall over to the wall with the Arnold Palmer.
Yeah, that's true. We need to, a little different wall would be all right. Maybe a big trophy someday would be good.
The winds have arrived at Bay Hill, and as expected, they have spiced up this second round of the Arnold Palmer Invitational. A different story for world number 1, Jon Rahm. 76 today. That is 11 shots higher than yesterday.
As the weather wore down early contenders, a new pack seized the opportunity.
World number 6, Xander Schauffele, with a second round 70.
Every hole you got to be on. Can't take any holes off.
Did he get it? Jordan Spieth, right on the center of the flagstick.
Tee to green, I'm doing what I need to do to be able to win the golf tournament and try to hold some more putts.
No one better than Kurt Kitayama. He's made just 2 bogeys in his first 2 rounds.
For me, it's just keep myself focused the entire way. You know, you can't let up at all, mentally.
Kurt Kitayama with rounds of 67 and 68, 9 under at the halfway point.
Yeah, it's nice just being done. It's just getting harder. Yeah, I can just relax now.
We call him Quadzilla or the Quad Father. He's a really good player, and he hangs tough. Not surprised to see him up down the leaderboard.
Just trying to get that win is, you know, it's tough. Just got to keep putting myself in that position to give myself a chance.
I revealed your nickname.
No. They're like, which one's your favorite? I was like, none of them.
You come back to Bay Hill, and everything just seems right in the golfing world. The leaderboard is loaded with star power, but it was a 30-year-old still looking for his first PGA Tour win that had a 2-shot lead at the halfway point.
Kurt Kitayama began moving day with his third 36-hole lead, the most out of any player on tour this season. But the danger of Bay Hill was looming.
Kurt Kitayama has begun his day with 3 straight pars, but has ran into big trouble here at the 4th. Hit his tee shot out of bounds, now has this for double bogey. And he buries it.
There's no giving up. It's just kind of my nature, I feel like, you know. Even when it's going bad, you can't just like pack it in, you fight for every shot.
Victor Hovland. Yes, and look at this leaderboard. Jamming up here at the top after the double bogey by Kitayama.
Scotty Scheffler back in contention again this year.
The Scheffler Slam is still alive.
I just tried to keep it in my mind that nobody was going to, you know, extend themselves really far away. Right? Just have to stay patient, kind of pick your spots, because the minute you try and force around this golf course, you're going to get into a spot where you're going to make another bogey.
Kitayama for birdie. Maybe that's the igniter that Kitayama was looking for.
10 that was big putt. Got me settled down a lot more for sure.
And that tap in for birdie gives him a share with Scheffler and Hovland.
You just look at the leaderboard, their rankings, and what they've done, and people probably cheering for them louder, you know? So there's nothing I can do, just embrace it.
And that is 9 under and your 54-hole leader. What a way to finish.
I just feel like I've always grinded, like no matter what I'm doing, even just practicing, trying to get better, always been putting in the time, and so I owe it to myself to, even when you get off to a rocky start, to keep fighting.
That's a hell of an even par around today. Grind. Absolute definition of grind.
No doubt, Arnie would love a weekend just like this at Bay Hill.
Concentration comes out of a combination of confidence and hunger. That's one of the many memorable quotes from the King. Kurt Kitayama is going to need those attributes in this final round as he attempts to stave off some of the brightest stars in the sport.
You get the feeling he's going to break through. Maybe it's his day today.
Kurt Kitayama stood on the 9th tee with a 2-shot lead, his driver in one hand and the championship in the other.
Concern right away.
Anything to the left of that cart path is out of bounds.
Oh boy, Kitayama in some peril at the 9th.
What I've learned in the past few years, being in these situations, been able to control how I feel a lot better.
That's his third second-place finish on the PGA Tour.
Especially when it's coming down 18 like that, or hitting a tee ball out of bounds. You gotta let it go.
But with the tournament now anyone's to grab, the Stars took full advantage.
Jordan Spieth takes the solo lead.
Scheffler, okay, here he comes.
McIlroy jumps into a tie for the lead.
That for birdie. Harris English with his first birdie of the day, just one off the lead. There's one stroke separating 8 players right now. This is vintage, classic Sunday Bay Hill.
With a potential playoff looming, Rory McIlroy and Harris English signed their scorecards and waited to learn their fate.
You are giving me the play-by-play.
As the top players pressed down the stretch, Kitayama battled back on the 71st hole.
It's right at it. What a beautiful shot there for Kurt Kitayama. And he'll have that putt to get to 9 under par.
I mean, I just ripped it, and it started leaking a little right, but I hit it good enough to cover, and it was perfect.
But the co-leaders in the clubhouse watched with anticipation.
Kurt Kitayama, right in the center of the cup.
Heading over to 18 with a one-shot lead.
He's taking some deep breaths coming up. Knows he's 2 putts away from finally getting it done.
I was definitely nervous and just tried to focus on speed, and that was it, and try and blank everything out besides that.
He might just pour it in. Oh, wow. I think that's a 2-putt. Step aside, all you superstars. Kitayama's in the winner's circle on the PGA Tour.
You know, a little bit of luck kind of finally went my way, and when it's that close at the top, that's what you need. Just to get your first one, I think, is an unbelievable thing, and lucky enough to have it at a very special place. So that's a bonus.
He rolls on his kingdom. Big smile of relief for Kurt Kitayama.
Yes, you did it. You did it.
Arnold Palmer would have been really, really proud of Kurt because he fights and he's resilient, and everything that Arnold stood for, Kurt's going to have that literally the rest of his life, that's the tournament that he won first, and it's going to mean the world to him.
All right, dinner Monday through Saturday. It's all on him. It's all on him. It's all on him now.
Kitayama getting, I'm sure, his phone blown up.
It's going to be a little high, yeah. Trying this on.
They just started this tradition not too long ago. The presentation of the red cardigan sweater. He's going to have a big night.
Kurt, who's going to be your first phone call?
I called my parents today. I got that one. Just like a big sigh of relief, really, you know, that this was really happening.
You deserve this. All the hard work, and I'm so proud of you, man. And happy to be on your bag. Cheers. Cheers. Cheers, guys.
I'll take him now.
Look to the left.
How about that?
Congratulations, Kurt. I was watching all day. Welcome to the Bay Hill Champions Club, Andy B. It's pretty cool.
Florida Gator right there.
Yeah, he's won the Kings tournament, man. I can't believe he just did that.
It's pretty surreal to be right here, right now, like this. It's really cool.
He's just thoughtful and gentle and nice, and literally that's what this world needs right now. We need more people like Kurt Kitayama.
Yeah.
Kurt, nice going. Tim, good work.
Good, man.
Nice
Thank you.
We had a sheet cocktail.
Tim enjoyed himself.
I did.
Drink of choice.
Coronas for him. I only had a couple.
You know where bag storage is?
My first players.
It's around the side by caddy entrance.
Good stuff, man. Awesome. Thank you.
Kurt Kitayama, fresh off his maiden PGA Tour victory at Bay Hill Club and Lodge last week in his 50th career start, is ready to take the tee for the first time in the Players' Championship at TPC Sawgrass.